The V8 Speed and Resto Shop crew has taken a lot of time to refine all the steel and surfaces on our 1969 Camaro called Loose Change. And now they're finally ready to spray the final primer, color, stripes, and clear on this custom Camaro. Even though we had done extensive body work on our 1969 Camaro called Loose Change, we still had more sanding to do. Because before you can paint the car, you have to spray it with a primer, which will isolate the body filler underneath and provide a solid base for the color on top. We sprayed several coats of an Axalta brand primer on this car. And then took it back into the body shop and re-sanded it all. And you'll notice that some of it has a black spattery appearance. That's called a guide coat. You spray the guide coat on and sand it all off, and that way you know where you have sanded. All the little details had to get done around the taillight openings, all the big flat spots. Basically the entire car got sanded several times before we were ready to put some color on it. And the last steps of the primer phase is to wet sand the primer and then bring the car back in the booth, get it all cleaned up, mask it once again, and then prepare it for the color. Our strategy for spraying color on this car was to spray the body shell as one piece, and then we sprayed the fenders and doors and the hood and all those parts in a separate round. And this way we could get good coverage on the door jambs and fender edges and things like that. The design for this car called for a color kind of halfway between red and orange. It's called Mars Red, and it's a 1974 Volkswagen color of all things. So we finally loaded up the spray gun with the Mars Red and sprayed the base coat on the entire body shell. We gave it a couple of coats so that we got good coverage. And once the base coat was dried, our strategy was to mask the body shell on the outside and spray a clear over the door jambs and the trunk jambs and the things that you wouldn't be able to get to once all the panels are installed. We're spraying this car with SATA brand spray guns. Our painters really like those. They like the flexibility of being able to spray custom colors or solids like this. And another tool that we use is the 3M Pps Mixing System, which is a special mixing cup that mounts right onto the gun, and it allows you to have a liner inside the cup, so you're not having to clean the cup with as much solvent as you'd normally use. You basically just take them apart and throw the liner away, so it's more environmentally friendly. And they also have a mesh screen built in, which helps trap debris that might be in the material so you don't spray it onto the car. The clear not only provides protection for the base coat, but it's also the reason why these cars look so nice when you get them all polished up and they're nice and shiny. Once the body shell was done, we brought in all of the parts, the fenders and doors and the wing and the cowl screen, sprayed those all with the color, and then sprayed them with the clear as well. But keep in mind that we did not clear the outside of the car yet, because we were going to do that after we reassembled all the body parts back onto the car.